Out of all 78 cards in a tarot deck, there's one that always makes people's breath catch in their throat. It conjures up all these images of fear and, well, doom. But today, we're going to pull back that curtain and really dig into the powerful truth that's hiding in its shadows. And here it is, card 15 of the Major Arcana, the Devil. Just take a second and look at that. The imagery is, well, it's intense, it's provocative, and yeah, it is absolutely designed to get a reaction out of you. But what is it really trying to say?
So, is this the most feared card in the deck for a lot of people? Yeah, for sure. When this card shows up in a reading, your mind immediately jumps to, some kind of external evil force. But what if that's missing the point entirely? What if we've been looking at it all wrong? Because here's the big secret about the Devil card. It's not about some sinister figure lurking in the shadows outside of us. Nope, it's about something way, way closer to home. It actually represents the parts of ourselves that we chain down, often without even knowing we're doing it. And to get that, we have to look a lot closer. So let's do a little anatomy lesson on this card. The symbolism packed into this one piece of art is incredibly specific. And trust me, every single detail holds a key to unlocking its real meaning. Okay, so when you first glance at the card, you see this central figure, you see two smaller figures, there are chains, a torch. It's a really dense and powerful scene, right? But it's not just a scary picture. Think of it more like a symbolic map, a map of a particular state of mind. We're going to zoom in on these four key symbols to really get what's going on. We've got the central goat-headed figure, that upside-down torch he's holding, the two chained people at his feet, and that reversed pentagram right on his forehead. Each one tells a crucial part of the story.
So this main guy, sometimes called the horned goat of Mendez, is perched up on a black altar with these big bat-like wings. He represents what happens when we become totally bound by our most earthly material desires. It's what happens when we put the physical world up on a pedestal and basically worship it. And check this out. In his left hand, he's holding a flaming torch, but notice it's pointed down, towards the ground. This is a huge clue. It symbolizes a mindset where the only thing that's real is the physical world. It's about losing touch with anything spiritual, believing that what you can see and touch, well, that's all there is.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. Look at the man and woman chained to the altar. See how they look kind of familiar? They are a direct but twisted reflection of the figures on the Lover's card, and that is no accident. It shows a choice. Where the lovers represent a beautiful, conscious connection, these two show that same exact energy corrupted into an unconscious bondage to material life.
Okay, so what does all this symbolism actually mean when it shows up for you? Well, it all points to one thing: the chains we create inside our own minds.
I think this quote just nails it. The devil isn't some outside force. It's an internal state. It's that knot of ignorance and hopelessness that we all have somewhere inside us. It's about being so completely fascinated by the material world that we don't even notice we've become its prisoner.
So the first core meaning is bondage. We're talking about addiction, obsession, feeling totally trapped. It's that feeling of being tied down to a person or an idea or a habit that you know is bad for you, but you just feel completely powerless to change it. You've lost your free will.
The second big meaning is materialism. And this goes right back to that upside-down torch. It's the belief that only the physical stuff matters: money, status, appearances. And when we get too caught up in that, we completely lose contact with our spiritual side, our intuition, our higher purpose. And the third meaning, which might be the most important one, is ignorance. Now, this isn't about not being smart. It's about being unaware that you're even in chains. It's about choosing to stay in the dark because facing the light is scary. It's living a limited life without even realizing the incredible world that is your birthright.
All right, let's zoom out for a second. To really get this card, we also have to see where it fits into the bigger system of the tarot. Like every card in the Major Arcana, the Devil has some very specific elemental and astrological links that give it even more depth. So as we said, it's card 15. This puts it deep into the soul's journey through the Major Arcana. It's a major challenge that shows up right after the lesson of balance in Temperance, and just before everything gets blown up by the Tower. It's a critical moment. And its associations? Oh, they fit perfectly. Its element is Earth, which anchors it right in the physical, material world. And its astrological sign is Capricorn, a sign that's all about ambition, structure, and worldly success, the very things that can trap us when they get out of balance.
Okay, so if this card is all about our own internal traps, the big question is, how do we get free? And this brings us to the most empowering and honestly the most overlooked message of the Devil card, the path to your own liberation.
I want you to look really, really closely at the image one more time. Zero in on the chains around the necks of those two figures. See that? They're not tight, they're loose. They're just resting there, like big open collars. They could literally just lift them off, over their heads. And this is the profound secret of this card, spelled out right here. They could so easily free themselves, but they do not even apprehend their bondage. Do you see what that means? The power to escape was there the entire time. The chains are self-imposed. The prison isn't real. It's just a matter of perception.
And that, right there, is the ultimate meaning of the Devil card. It's not a curse, it's not a scary prediction, it is a wake-up call. It's an invitation to stop and to examine your life, your beliefs, and your attachments with total brutal honesty. It's asking you to finally see the false limits you've put on yourself.
So in the end, the card isn't asking what evil force is holding you back. It turns that question right back around on you. It's holding up a mirror and asking you to look deeply and find the answer to a much, much more powerful question. What chains are you finally ready to see?